Dun, dun, dun.
We'll wait for a few minutes to see who comes in. Oh, look at that.
Ouch. I didn't feel it. Linda, is that you lurking on here?
I'm waiting for some people.
Where's our lurking spirits at?
There's someone on. It says one.
Dead on
It
your
might be
phone,
Linda.
and then on the actual live
Look at me.
itself,
Hi, Martin.
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 You might be the only person on here. We're just gonna wait a couple more minutes.
We're gonna wait. I bet you Linda forgot. Linda,
Message your Gabrielle.
be
So
live.
Linda.
Linda.
Oh, someone's on here. There's a second person. Oh, my man. Who's here?
Who is you?
We're doing good. We have an announcement. Hi, Cactus!
Cactus flower.
It's weird seeing you on there before Linda. That's different.
Cactus, get Linda's butt on here right now.
That's the cactus flower.
Oh, there's a third person.
Linda?
Right there.
Happy Sunday!
Okay, I sent it to her. Yeah, happy Sunday to you. So as we're waiting, we'll just do kind of like a little, so there's been a lot of things going on. Some good, some bad, some interesting. We're trying to plan another investigation coming up. We're talking graveyard, train tunnel. I'm working at Portage again. We did Portage about 2 years ago. Is that right? About 2 years ago?
I think so, yeah.
Almost 2 years ago.
Well, and the cemetery.
Yeah, I did say something. On what? So we're working on some more investigations. Just a lot of things going on. We've been trying to do a lot of promoting for the jail itself, as you guys all know, but we need to kind of start paying a little bit more attention here to this channel because lurking's our baby. It's our passion, and I know we've been kind of disappointing a lot of people from not having as many videos out as what we would like. So just stay tuned. We promise you we're working on stuff. But what we're going to announce here soon, it's big for us. I don't know for anybody else. I hope you guys get as excited about it as we are. Abby will explain when
Yeah, we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes and see if there's any other people that come in, and then we'll say our announcement. We're also live on Instagram. I don't know if anyone has Instagram, but we're also live on Instagram right now. So
yeah. So there are things in the works. Of course, we're decent people. So if you have any suggestions for us on anything, we're open to it. So please, we're not going to get offended, even if it's a critique of some sort.
Oh yeah.
We're open for it because we're here to do this for you. We do. I mean, it's our personal thing that we love doing, but we also want to do things that's going to draw you to us and make you happy and make you want to say, hey, ooh, Lurking Spirits is on again. We want to watch. We can't wait. Mm-hmm. So any suggestions, anything like that, please don't hesitate to tell us. You can either, on when we're doing the live stream here, on a comment section, on our Facebook page, Instagram page, TikTok page, any of them, please feel free to make any kind of comment. I mean, that's what we're here for. We just want to make it enjoyable for you so that you like it. And then you might say, hey, guys, I really like this group here. They're honest people. They're genuine. they do good investigations. Please like and subscribe to them. Check them out. You won't regret it. So.
Yep. So we might have a small crew today,
Yeah.
but if people can look it back,
Yeah,
I'll
they
share
can.
it
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So
Go ahead.
bye thing. Sparky's Paranormal and Outdoors. Hello.
Well, hi, Sparky's Paranormal and Outdoors. How are you? We hope this video is kind of an off the lurking spirits investigating part today, but it has tied in with it, if that's making any sense, which you'll find out. But
Yeah.
it's nice having you with us, Sparky.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So go ahead, Abby.
So we have an announcement. We have been working as a team trying to figure out a thing for our community to get closer together and for us to be able to give you guys items that we create for our channel. And so with that being said, we just have now an Etsy store for little creations that we've made, and also we're going to do it for our t-shirts and stuff as well. Now the link is not available just yet. There's a few things I have to do before it's available, but once it's available I will share it, and we'll have she has little ghost rubber band keychain thingies, like one that's a little bit longer, and then there's ones that are shorter that look like a bell almost that you can put a tea light in, and then we'll also have our t-shirts and stuff as well on that. So.
Yeah, we're working on we will custom certain things for you too. So the t-shirts, I'm sure that you've seen our t-shirts before. Right now what we have is with the Lurking Spirits logo on it. We will eventually have hats, we will have patches. We're going to probably eventually have keychains and badges. The things that she's talking about right now, they're just charms. And I'm sure when Rainbow Loom came out years ago, everybody was doing the Rainbow Loom rubber bands. Well, I had hundreds of thousands of bands left over from that craze when it was years ago. So I figured, hey, you know what? I can make rubber band charms, and they're like little ghost charms. And there's two different versions. There's a longer version, and then there's a shorter one. And the shorter,
do you have any close by?
the shorter one that Abby's talking about, it's only about that big, but it's hollow in the center. Now I'll either stuff it with, you can stuff it with like a little rubber ball or cotton or whatever, or you can just leave it hollow, and we can sell them with or without the tea lights. You can put one of those battery operated tea lights. You can put it up inside of there, and you set it and it'll light up. So there's going to be a bunch of different things like that. I can get one of the
the other part about it is Etsy makes it where we have the choice to do international or in the United States. So anybody who is not from this state can still order on Etsy once it's ready and set up. But every time we have a new product, I will share it on our Lurking Spirits pages so you guys can see what's new, what products we have. So
now nothing's going to be real fancy, and we're not going to set any prices really, really, really high. And like I said, this is just a side thing. It's not Lurking Spirits as far as investigating and that, but it's that if you want something custom, we will do our best to custom it. There'll be bracelets eventually. There'll probably be earrings, necklaces, but they will all somehow be tied in with ghost spirits. I have a 3D printer. I'll be doing 3D printing images of things and that. So there'll be things like that coming up. But for the t-shirts, right now it'll just be our Lurking Spirits logo. Eventually I have ideas that I'm going to put on there. But we will do different things like that. But these are the charms that she's talking about. I got I can do a whole array of different colors. So they're the little, there's the blue one. and there's an orange one. Now, this one you can tell already just by that it's glow in the dark. So there's glow in the dark, there's regular. You can get bright bands, you can get dollar bands, you can get any color you want. You can get multicolor. You can get different colored eyes if you don't want the dark eyes, if you want like white eyes or no cheeks. I can customize any way you want. All you need to do in the description is go, please do it, but don't add the cheeks. Or instead of having the dark eyes, could you give me red eyes or something? I will custom any way you want them. You're paying for them. They will be for you.
You mentioned that they're glow in the dark too.
Yeah, these two here are glow in the dark. I have other ones that will not be glow in the dark. The good thing about these bands that I use, some of them, when you do get them, they might feel
Thank
like
you, Sparky.
they might have like a little bit of almost, I'm not saying greasy feel to it, but it's because there's the rubber bands, so they will last longer, not dry up and break. They have that oil or whatever in it, so that they will last a long time for you, won't break within a couple months.
Yeah,
or so.
so we wanted to use Etsy because Etsy has the ability where you can contact the creator, the person who's making the order, and you can tell us exactly what you want. Don't ignore the description that it has like the different colors or whatever. Just go onto our messages and message us saying exactly what you want, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we will customize. The same as when I start making pins and badges and everything. I will get, and we can customize those too. But we want to try to keep everything tied in with lurking spirits or paranormal. So some of the ideas I have on the 3D printer is going to be like, even I'm thinking like maybe mini Ouija boards or like little skulls, maybe little EMF recorders, something that will all tie into the paranormal and lurking spirits some way, shape, or form. So
yeah, we'll have stuff too, like merch that will have our logo on it, like t-shirts and hats and stuff like that as well. But we also are going a little bit past our lurking spirits and doing like
I've been
bracelets
right in
and
that
stuff
box
like
on the
that.
floor over there too. We can show you what one of our t-shirts looks like.
Which box?
It's underneath that one there.
Oh gosh.
Let me see. Let me see. It's a white box. Maybe it's behind the chair. Yeah, Abby's going to pull up one of the t-shirts and show you what the t-shirt looks like. So, and we can do a t-shirt too. We can customize those.
Here's one of the designs.
So, this is a red one, and it has the Lurking Spirits logo up on the.
Are they all like that?
Yeah, ours had the big one in the center.
Oh, okay.
Now, we can also customize this. This one has, I think this is I think that's the 3 or 4 inch logo on it. But we can customize if you just want one smack in the center, or if you want it in the back. I'll be able to do the bigger logo and customize it that way. So you just, again, when you're doing the ordering on the site, just tell if you want the bigger logo in the center of the shirt or the back of the shirt, or if you just want the 3 or 4 inch logo on the
well,
chest
even when
part.
we start getting going, there's a chance that we can even do like names and stuff as well. It's just we'll see how it goes with these, and then if people want personalized, you probably can do that later on.
And as you know, every time we hit a milestone, we usually do a drawing and we give out free merch. So we did just recently hit our 500 milestone, but we gave merch out, I think, at our 450 or something like that. So we're going to wait until probably our next, what we're going to do, 750. Does that sound good?
We're like 507 right now.
Yeah.
You could do 630.
Let's just put around the 600, so between 600 and 700, somewhere in there. We'll probably have, okay, we reached this milestone, and we will probably do a another T-shirt. We do want to do give away like I'm blanking on EMF detectors. Chase, the last time he did give away a spirit talker, well, a spirit box rather. So just keep tuned when you're tuning into our channel as we reach milestones. We will be eventually. I think when we hit 1,000, I think we're actually talking about giving off a REM pod. I believe that's what we were talking about.
REM pod and T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's what we
So just keep that in mind that when we hit that kind of milestone each time, we will be giving off, we will be doing we had a wheel that we spun the last time and chose a winner. We did have a second and third runner up last time. Not sure if we're going to do that all the time. We might even just randomly, just out of the blue, we might hit just even a tinier milestone and say, okay, you guys didn't know this, but we're randomly going to pick and we're going to give you a $10 gift card.
Mhm.
I mean, something even just that simple.
We want to. Our main goal is, since we've been kind of, I'd say, absent because of us working at the jail and everything, we are trying to connect with our community again. And so these things we think would be nice and also help us communicate with our community a little bit more. So
Yeah, we feel bad because, as you know, we're caretakers of the Cambria County Jail, and we've actually been devoting so much of our Lurking Spirits time trying to promote things at the jail that we kind of neglected our channel here. And our fans have stayed loyal to us, and we hit that last milestone with them staying loyal to us. So we wanted to show our appreciation. Now, keep in mind, these little guys here like this and that, they're not anything real fancy or anything, but we're going to be selling them for probably only like $2.50 each, something like that. The smaller ones, depending on if you want it hollowed out or if you want the tea light included with it, the price will be a little different. They're not going to be expensive. I will be doing bracelets with the little chimes and that on it. Nothing is really it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. The t-shirts are probably going to be around $24 for shipping and handling. Which I don't think that's, well, you know what? We might go $20 plus shipping and handling, because shipping and handling.
If you're international, of course, tax is a little bit more on Etsy, but.
And that's a good price, because if you go a lot of places, t-shirts, even like if you go to like any of the gift shops and any of the parks or the amusement parks, and they're like $27, $30.
Yeah.
We're probably doing like $20 plus shipping and handling. Which I don't think that's bad, because it does cost us where we're at about $8 to send out, even not too far. It cost us about $8.
Yeah.
So in other words, then you'll end up paying about $18, and for your shirt, in essence, minus the shipping and handling costs. So I don't think we're going to be too exorbitant in prices. But we're going to be planning a lot of things like that. But we just wanted to make sure that you, as our fans, we love you guys, and we really appreciate your support. We've had a couple, we really can honestly say our group in itself really hasn't had. I think we had one incident where somebody got kind of really rotten. But other than that, you guys have been phenomenal. And we couldn't ask for a better fan base than what you guys have been. And because of you, that's what's keeping us going. And we're trying to reach out and grasp some more stuff that we can bring to you. And we're hoping here in the near future we can find another place that we can give you a good investigation again.
Yep.
So, just we're thinking that the shop will probably up and running within a week?
Within
the next.
It says between 6 to 10 days.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say either this week or next week.
Yeah, let's just say within the next 2 weeks it'll be up and running.
I will say this week is a little bit complicated because well, my wedding anniversary is on Monday, and then we have payday on Friday, and then we have meeting at the Jill on Wednesday. So we'll be pretty busy this
I would
week.
like this Saturday. We actually are going to have some really good weather.
Mhm.
So, well, Saturday night we'll be over there. Maybe right after we leave. Maybe we can even do the investigation down in the dungeon. And I know you guys are pretty tired of the jail, but maybe we can, because we never really did cover the dungeon and the basement and the jail.
Thank you.
And we can, and he actually has better internet down in the basement in the dungeon now.
Yeah.
So maybe we can at least do that mini one then. Maybe Sunday or sometime this week when the weather's good, because the weather has been rainy, guys. I'm sure you guys are all aware we've had storm after storm after storm. But maybe one day this week we can hit a cemetery.
Oh yeah,
or
there's a lot of cemeteries around here.
we do want to hit right not too far from us. There's a ghost trail.
Mhm.
It goes for miles and miles, and we do want to hit parts of the ghost trail and do a live on that. So that will be coming up sometime here that we're going to try to fit time in. Like I said, we're going to hit a cemetery, try to go back to Portage Museum. We're working on places, guys. So just thank you for being patient with us, and we adore you. And we're going to try to keep bringing you stuff.
Does anyone have any questions? With this live wasn't going to be very long. We just kind of wanted to give the announcement and see if anyone has any questions about it. And that's it.
Sparky, where are you from? Because you're new on here, and we really, really appreciate that you're joining us. Where can we know that you're coming from?
Oh, I see his eyes.
That's why those big eyes. Idaho, way to go. Awesome. We so appreciate that you're tuning in to us. Thank you so much. Big, big, big shout out to you.
We are here in Pennsylvania.
So I'm taking then Sparky's Paranormal and Outdoors. You have a YouTube channel. We will check you out, and we will definitely subscribe to you too.
How did you find us? Out of
He
curiosity.
said Facebook up there. They said it just found you guys on Facebook.
Oh,
Right up here.
okay. I'm glad that we're being.
So that's
Yes, Cactus. I will be posting when the Etsy shop
Yes.
is available. I will be posting on YouTube. I'll be posting on Instagram, and I'll be posting on TikTok and Facebook. Facebook, obviously. So.
Now, and the same as the t-shirts. Right now, we only have a limited supply that's made. When we first open up that shop, I will put the sizes and colors of the sizes that we have available. But as we gain, access to the account, I will order more t-shirts, make more, like customize them, color that you want, size that you want, and if whether you want the big logo in the front or the back or the miniature one on the chest piece. So, but like I said, we will be working on, we're going to have t-shirts that'll have ghosts on them. We will have t-shirts that will have some personalized sayings on that, we come up with. So there will be a variety. Just, I know right off the bat when our store opens up, we may not have a big variety of stuff, but if you also will leave, if we can put on there, we can customize and leave for comments. You can comment on there what you would like to see us do, and if we can accommodate it, we will do it.
Yeah, Etsy's great with the communication aspect of it. You can literally message the producer and like the product manager, I guess you'd say, and ask them, hey, can you do this? And you guys can talk back and forth. That's one of the biggest things that I thought Etsy would be great for us, so we can do that. So.
And again, if you have any suggestions, any ideas for us that you'd like to see us possibly put on the shop, please, like I said, we're good people. We take critique. We take any kind of suggestions. We're open to all of that.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. We want to make it nice and enjoyable for you, and where you say, hey, these people are really nice, we're going to keep on checking them out. So that's how we are. We're all family oriented, as you know, and we just want to make it real nice and show our fans how much we love them and how much we appreciate them.
Yep.
So, if there's any more questions at all, or and Cactus, thank you so much. I know you said you're
Hi,
excited
Sarah Lee.
Hi, Sarah Lee. How are you? I know Cactus said that she's excited about the little ghost guys and the t-shirts. So as soon as we get that going, I'm sure that you'll be on there and we'll be glad to oblige. Like I said, I'll be having earrings too, necklaces. I'm getting some charms and stuff and that ready for that. So we'll have a whole slew, all paranormal oriented. So
Yeah, we're just trying to get our. We're good. How are you? We're just trying to get our name out there a little bit more. Because we, like I said, our channel kind of died when we started doing the gel stuff because we that was our whole life basically, and we're trying to separate the gel from this channel as much as we can, other than for promotion wise. But
yeah, I mean there'll be times that we'll still, like I said, we might do a mini in the basement in the dungeon this week just so that we can get another real quick video out for you guys. But we are definitely trying to. We want Lurking Spirits to get its name back because our channel really got hurt promoting the gel all the time, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, that was a good thing because it did also help. But they're two different things. We know we have our fans for the Lurking Spirits, and we want to give them back what we showed them when we began. So
oh yeah, we really appreciate our followers and everything. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here.
yeah,
So
yeah. So I mean, you guys are the best, and a lot of I mean, it's so exciting to us when we see somebody new like Sparky's Paranormal coming
thank
on.
you, Sparky. I appreciate that. Let me put that up there. Linda! Hi,
Linda, you're
So
awesome.
since Sarah and Linda are late, let me explain what's happening. We are opening an Etsy shop for our Lurking Spirits merch and also some little trinkets, like ghost stuff and whatnot. It's not open officially yet. I have to wait for a certain amount of days before I can actually open it. But when it's open, I will be announcing it on Lurking Spirits sites.
Yeah, and we will be selling an array of things, all tied into Lurking Spirits and ghostly things.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, we might end up carrying things like cat balls and stuff like that, even though you can get them anywhere. But who knows? We might be carrying some of those too, just as a little extra on there. Not sure yet. Right now, we're focusing on Lurking Spirits, and a lot of the things will be handcrafted. So they're not going to be don't expect that they're coming off an assembly line and they're going to be perfect, because they're going to have their little flaws here and there, and they're going to have their little goofy, like some of these here, as you can see, they might be a little bit odd looking, but they're cute little guys.
That one looks like it has a beak.
Yeah, it looks like it's waving too. It looks like it's going, hey. So I mean, depending on, but there'll be charms like that, and I'll do custom sizes, custom shapes, custom colors. Some of them can be multicolored if you want. You tell me the color, you tell me what you want, that's what you're going to get. So
yep. And like I was saying to everybody before Linda and Sarah joined, is also the reason why we like Etsy so much is because there is a communication thing on it. So let's say you say, hey, I want a ghost that's glow in the dark and has black eyes and has a pink blush. You can customize it all you want by just communicating with us on that, and then we'll let you know if we can do it or not.
I have one of which I don't know if I have it in the bag or not, but I have one that is a green glow in the dark, but the green bands has little sparkles on it. So I say that is my little ghost that has the measles. So
You see it, Gabriella?
Right here.
Can I have a Gabby voodoo
Right
doll?
here. Linda, I'll make a Gabby voodoo doll just for you.
Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it.
No, she won't.
I'll get a chunk of her actual hair and I'll put it on her.
That's not gonna be hard to do. My hair falls out all the time.
I would not do that to my child.
Mm-hmm.
You guys would have a chance more doing that to me than I would be doing that to you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, this is what we deal with all the time, which Linda knows. So.
Mhm.
Also, too, guys, for those of you who tune in, which I know you do, to our Real Talk and to our The Other Side on Real Talk. Probably at the end of this week or the beginning of the following week, we will have our next Universal Yums package coming in. That one is going to be from Pakistan. So stay tuned for that. We will be doing other things like Am I the Ass? Like
Yeah, we're gonna do Try Not to Laugh on hopefully this Thursday if everything works out, because we've been kind of delayed on the Thursdays, which we're sorry about. But Martin says, I'm trying to promote you guys on Discord on my server, and I'm going to try to promote it on my streams on Twitch sometimes. And Sparky says, I will try and drop your channel on some of the other lives and places I'm a mod. You guys are awesome. Love family investigation groups.
Spark, if you continue coming up on here and that, we'll make you into a mod on here for us too, if you would like. So you can let us know that, because we could use all the help covering our backs and that on here as we can get. So, and with you being in Idaho, that really definitely helps.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say? On Lurking Spirits too. When we go over to the jail and everything and that too, we will always make sure that we tell you that we're going to be on ahead of time. So we'll be promoting for that.
Oh, that's another thing. So as we're getting a lot more, what would you say, traffic for the channel, we are going to do something for our, what's the word? For our fans that's loyal, that's really loyal to us, that's always on every single time. We're not sure what that's going to be yet, but we're going to have like our own little like fan club for people who, hi Michael,
who
will be there for us. So we'll do like sneak peeks, behind the scenes, stuff like that. So
we were actually thinking too, and Chase was supposed to work on it and never got done, but just to throw something else too, we were kind of going to do a year in review, like a whole year's worth, just take little clippets of our videos and do like the last year in review.
You know what we could do instead of that? We could go live at the end of the year and revisit our videos and be like, hey, this is one of the videos that we like. Not all of it, but like, like certain parts of it. That would work too.
And for those of you that go to our videos right when we first started to now, you're going to see a big change. I mean, when we very first started, we literally was going around with just our cell phone and like cat balls, and I think we had an EMF detector. I don't even know, did we even have, I don't think we had an EVP recorder even at that time, did we?
No,
I don't think we did. So we had very, very little, and we were just all over the place. So if you go back, we laugh when we see some of them when we first started out to where we are now. Enjoy it, make fun of us at those videos. I mean, we don't care.
Yeah, so when we first started those videos, we were a little bit like, I guess we didn't like the criticism all that much because we were like, oh, they're telling us they're talking too much. We're not talking too much. But now we go back, we're like, yeah, we were talking too much. We were not. I mean, we had not the greatest supplies and stuff like that. Our mic wasn't the greatest, and now it is and stuff like that. So.
And then you learn over the course of time, too. You always don't need fancy equipment anyhow, because if you notice some of our recent videos, I'll do like a little pyramid of cups. I want to take just a real cheap set of wind chimes and set it up. make it still and make sure that there's no airflow anywhere around that can make it go by, see if they go off. A lot of people have the electronic bell. Well, I don't want to use an electronic bell. I just want a regular bell, because if that regular bell dings, you know something's making a ding, that you know there's no electronic reason why it would go off. So we are experimenting with more things as we go to make it a little bit more exciting. You know, keep in mind, guys, a lot of these places we go to, we may not always have, something around every corner and be yelling and screaming and, hey, this happened. Some of them might be a little bit dry, but you see how genuine we are, that we're not faking anything. You know, we're not like, okay, I wonder what's going to be around this corner, and then all of a sudden something jumps out. You know, probably that's fake if something happens. But you'll go and you'll see as we're investigating. You usually, most of the time, even when Abby does her editing, it's all going to be real time. Like, it's not going to be anything that was edited in. You'll always see what happened as we were there.
Yeah.
So, you know, we want to get back to that part of it and give you what drew you to us to begin
The biggest thing with our newer viewers too that might go back to see our old stuff is, when you're a family-oriented team, you have to figure out how to work together and make it work in your favor. And for the longest time when we first started, we were a little bit of a mess because we might have thought someone was taking over and leading more than the other people, or somebody was taking over the investigation and no one got the chance to talk, kind of situation like that. But after the time of us being lurking spirits and the time that we've been investigating, we've learned what's our stronger suits and what's our weakness and how to fix that with it. So I trust the body and observation more than devices, but everything is good input.
Yeah. Yeah, we try. We don't want to be dry, like, and say the show and do the same old all the time. So that's why we had talked the one time, and I said, I'm even thinking of getting a deck of cards and putting a pyramid or something with a deck of cards, or get a toy and draw an X on the floor with, well, don't draw, but put tape on the floor, put the toy on there. If that toy is moved, we know, even if we're not seeing it with our eyes, if it's moved, okay, what moved that toy?
Yeah.
We do try to have cameras on when we're not around in an area that we know that there is activity. We try to have a camera there so that if we don't catch it with our own ears and eyes, that we hope that the camera catches it. Here in our house here that we're living now, we don't have, like, it's not anything bad or anything, but we know there's something going on here because we've seen shadows. We've got people that believe in orbs. There's orbs and there's things you can't explain, light anomalies, and we get the big, like, there's some of them's like that big, and they're just glowing, and they'll come up out of nowhere and they'll hover and glow, and then they'll turn sideways and then dash. So, like, we can't explain it. It's not cars going by. It's just different things like that we can't explain.
Yeah.
But last week I heard somebody, Tom heard somebody say, hide here. And I heard a little girl. At first I thought it was Gabriella, but it was like a little girl's voice. I don't know what they said, but I heard a voice. So can't explain things, but this is why, we're trying to.
Linda goes, although you have debunked the fridge ghosts.
Well, yeah.
We know who the fridge ghost is.
We saw the fridge ghost appear right over there at nighttime. If you watch when we're doing our lives at night, it kind of gets creepy back there. But the one day the creepiness came, it happened to be Gabrielle. All you see with these big eyes of her. So,
Linda, I believe we've been investigating. Is it for almost 3 years now?
Well, we're going to be here too, and we was almost 2 down there, so it'd be we're going in about our 4th year.
Oh,
now.
4.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3.
Yeah, no, we're going into about our 4th year.
You forget
now,
after so long of doing
But we've been doing this, even though we weren't. Now that, mind you, is for YouTube, for our actual videos. we actually were doing a lot of stuff prior to
Yeah.
that, but just for, we didn't think we would really go anywhere. We kind of did it for fun, and we
Mhm.
started picking up fans, and like our fans have stayed with us and just been fantastic.
And you're right, Linda. Chase has came a long way. It did take him a little bit to. It was up a little bit more, but it took him a little bit to get used to.
What, Linda? What did she say?
She said that Chase has come a long way.
Chase
since the very
right
beginning.
now has probably been the one that came the furthest. He still has a habit which we pick on him, and if you watched our last video at the Johnston house, he'll say, "Okay, I'm going to probably get in trouble for this one. People are going to bash me," or however he said, or get hated on. I think is how he said, and because Chase can't sit still, and he has to be up moving around all the time now. He did a lot less of the talking that he did before, but he still has a habit. He has to move equipment around, or he just can't sit still. I pick on him a lot about that, only because I tell him, Chase, you have to make sure whatever you're doing, I know you can't sit still, but stay in the camera so that if any sounds are heard or anything is seen, people are not thinking, hey, well, what happened to Chase? He's not in the picture. He's probably doing that, so that there's no shadow of a doubt that none of our team is making noises or sounds or showing shadows. And there he is. He's not accounted for. So,
Yeah.
But he definitely has been the one that has improved the most. But we all have our bad points. Some of us, we still talk over each other, and you just get excited at the moment, and I don't think it's anything. I think any paranormal team, when they're investigating and there's a group, somebody's going to talk over.
Oh yeah.
Or, because nobody knows, when anything's going to happen. And if somebody hears something, they're naturally going to say, hey, did you hear that? So
yeah, and they'll whisper because they're like, oh, well, we're supposed to be quiet anyways. And then you're like, oh, no, don't whisper, because you might confuse the camera thinking that there's someone whispering when there's not someone whispering. So,
but yeah, so there's like right now, no. So you did fill everybody on. Yeah, so everybody's filled on the shop. But yeah, stay tuned, guys, because we are working on different things, and the shop itself. We're going to say within the next 2 weeks.
yeah.
Anybody that's paying attention to the Jill, anybody local or you still have time, we are doing a Mother's Day event on Saturday. You come into the Jill, you got from 4 to 9 in the evening. It's only $35 a head. The mothers will get the tour. They will get some time for themselves to do investigating. They will get, we're going to have a big poster there with the height things on it. They're going to stand there. They're going to get a mug shot taken. If they want another video or a picture taken of that inside of a cell, they can.
Well, also they're going to have some type of spiritual connection, whether it's with the spirit box, or we might be able to get a psychic in. We're not sure yet, but we're going to have something like that as well. So
you can make it special for the mothers. It's going to be Take Your Mother to Jill. That's what the event is called. And we're going to do an exact same thing for the fathers for Father's Day when it comes up next month. So different things like that, kind of pay attention, because there will be things like that going on. We're trying to upgrade a lot of things at the Jill and bring in more people to it. Prior to the Mother's Day, from 10 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock, we're going to have a discounted price for all tours, and then we're going to have that Mother's Day event. And now keep in mind, too, every last Saturday of every month, we have a junior ghost hunt. We were charging $50 a ticket for that, and that was for 4 hours. We're probably going to change the ticket price on that, and the kids do get they get a certificate saying they completed the course. It's all instructional for them, and then they get hands-on where they can use equipment themselves, and they get a little gift bag, and then they get their little certificate saying that they completed the course. Made it fun for the kids. We had one in yesterday. Absolutely loved it, so they'll be back. So That'll be the last Saturday of every month. We're planning on doing that.
And
So-
we're gonna try to do a BOGO event, at least once every month, possibly. It just depends on. I mean, we have to still talk about it, but the BOGO event that we had last time went pretty well. So
It did. It did. A lot of people were asking about it. But if you have any questions about anything pertaining to the jail, which we're trying to separate those,
Yeah.
but it does still tie in with working, ask us. We will answer. We're just here to make you happy.
Yep.
So
if you have any questions always about the jail, go to the website. There'll be a number and an email there. That's the best place to get your answers done. Of course, you can contact us on our Lurking Spirits things, but like we said, we're trying to keep it a separate entity because it kind of took over a channel, and we're sorry for that because we know not everybody is into the jail stuff, which we're sorry about that. But
Linda, love how Chase's mother-in-law praises him. Chase is a good guy. He has his moments, but we all do. You know, none of us is perfect, and he really, me and him had our sparring matches a couple of times, believe me. But you know, we're on the same wavelength when it comes to especially investigating, and you know, we've come to a very good mutual respect, and when you look back at videos and that, I can see where I talk too much, which I'm a talker on these, and Chase definitely saw where he, you know, why people kind of focused on him. So, you know, he has come a long way, and we're all proud of him that he has gotten a lot better from, you know, from the beginning.
Linda says, do you have any idea when Katrina will show the video of her investigations?
For those of you who don't know, Travel the Dead was at the Cambria County Jail. They did their video in November. The last they told me, they should be contacting me soon because they said they will contact us when the video is released. He did say early summer. So I'm guessing probably about this time next month, I should be hearing from him and the video will be released. And we have some pictures. We can't show them yet because there's a couple like little surprises in the video that people don't know about.
When they finally release it, then we will share the photos with you guys. But let's just say it was a really awesome opportunity.
Yeah, it was the best time. Katrina, for anybody, if anybody ever says anything bad about her, I'm going to have to throat punch them because she is the nicest, sweetest person ever. So is Heather Chatty.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet people. Jay, he's the photographer, editor, manager. He's just the best.
They all were super sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have TV people come in and you're just sitting there and they're like, hey, we're going to order food. Do you guys want some? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, we did not expect that.
They were truly the best crew, and I am so excited. I cannot wait for you to see their video when it's released.
Yeah, they were very great people. I've never met so much more down to earth people than they were. So yeah. And yeah, we did fangirl. We really did.
Yeah, it was funny. And like I said, there's some surprises there that we want to say, but we can't say.
Yeah.
And when the video is released, we'll explain what we're talking about, that which you'll see for yourself. But that was one of the most exciting moments we've had.
Yeah, we didn't actually want to leave that night.
Yeah,
they did that overnight, and we're like, man, we want to be there.
I would have given an arm or a leg just to be able to investigate with them. I mean,
oh yeah,
they were just so sweet.
It was so cool,
amazing. So, yeah, and Sparky's, it's all a learning experience.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. It is definitely a learning experience.
But so with that being, we've been on here almost an hour, which we thought we'd only be on for maybe.
That's a good idea, Cactus. We should do a watch party when their episode comes out.
You know what? We can definitely do that.
That sounds fun.
We can do a premiere day, and we can put it on and watch it all together.
Yes. I like that.
Yeah, I
idea.
like that. So everybody mark that on your calendars. When I find, which because they told me they will email me when the video is about to be released. So we can watch it all together.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
And I think that would be a great experience.
Mhm.
I think that would be phenomenal.
Hopefully, we can get more of the Lurking Spirits crew here when that happens.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
yeah, thank you for the suggestion. See, and that's what we're talking about. People like
Suggestions.
Cactus that coming up. Why isn't Cactus a mod?
I don't know.
Yeah, we have to make Cactus a mod. I thought she was already a mod.
I thought she was
yeah,
too, but
so
we'll get
we'll
it.
fix that up for you, Cactus. But yeah, as soon as that comes out, we will let you know, and that's what we'll do. So let's mark that on our calendars as soon as we find out the for sure date, and we will all watch that together. So
Yeah, if anyone has any other questions, if not, then we're gonna get ready to head off here. Yeah, you are. We want to put you on all of our channels. I don't know why you're not on Lurking Spirits, considering I think you were one of the first people that we saw on Lurking
do you want to be a mod on here, Cactus? Because, like, I mean, we don't want to force you into being a mod if you don't want to on here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely your choice. It's just, I thought you were a mod on the other channels. And Sparky, for you, you might not be interested, but we do have 2 other channels. We have Real Talk with Diane and Gabriella, which is just, it's just talking about everything. We do paranormal, a lot of weird stuff. And we do our Universal Yums snack tasting on that one. And then I have one called The Other Side with Diane. Now, keep in mind, there's 2. There's The Other Side, but there's The Other Side with Diane. That is my channel. And I will do lives about odds and ends stuff, but I do documentaries like I did Old Smitty from the Canberra County Jail. I did Alistair Crowley. My son has done Joan of Arc. He's working on geoglyphs. I did on demons and angels, or I can't even remember. But if you check the channel out, you'll see there I do a variety of things. But they're all somehow connected. It's kind of like we take our Lurking Spirits, and it was, okay, here's what Diane and Gabrielle and Abby and Eric and them does when they're not investigating. So it's kind of like a spin-off to show our other side.
Mm-hmm.
So, and look at Linda. There she goes already. She's already promoting it. So thank you, Linda. You are always awesome. All of our moderators are awesome, Cactus. Thank you. Abby, do you have anything that you want to say? Ask.
Nope, I have nothing else to say.
So stay tuned. Within the next 2 weeks, we should have some kind of product line and announcement when that Etsy shop will be open.
Yep, I will try to announce it as quick as I can. Speaking of, I have encountered ghost activity at my place a few times. The TV turns on at nights. Oh, wow.
Do you have a relative, Martin, or anything that had passed away that you feel is around you all the time? Because a lot of times if the TV turns on and off at night, especially on its own, a relative that really wants to communicate with you that was close to you might be trying to let you know that they're there.
I don't think so. Interesting.
So just
He told me some of the encounters, some of the things that he's had at his house going on.
start documenting everything, and then when you put them down in a journal, the dates and times they go off, check in your mind if somehow they correlate with something that could have happened maybe on another date and time at the same time that would make it make sense to you.
And she got the other one there too.
Thank you, Linda. Again, we really appreciate that.
Yep.
Thank you again, Sparky, for tuning in. It's so nice to see new faces on here. And we hope you tune in a lot more. We really, really appreciate it. And we'll mark your channel down and we'll definitely subscribe to you too. So, and I will subscribe to you on all 3 of the channels. I'll have Abby do it on Lurking Spirits, and I'll subscribe to you on Real Talk and on the other side. So you'll have 3
I'll
new
even
subscribers right there.
subscribe to you on my my gaming channel.
So there
that I
you
have,
go.
So.
You'll have at least a handful of new subscribers
Yeah.
right there, right off the bat. So I really, really appreciate you tuning in to us. And
Yeah, one thing you'll learn about us, Sparky, is that our channel, because we're family oriented, we are very into helping other people out in their channels, even if they're not paranormal related, which I'm thinking yours is because of the name of it. We want people to know that we will help them as much as they help us. So.
Yeah, we believe in para unity, and we like bringing out groups, and we'll end up calling yours out. I'll call you out. Well, no, I don't know why I say call out. I will shout out to you on both Real Talk and the other side when we do our next lives on there. So you'll be getting a good shout out from us on those channels. So we want to thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And
I'm gonna stop this real quick.
Abby's gonna stop this live. So guys, bye on this one. We'll see ya.
Bye, Instagram.
Bye. And then on our Lurking Spirits channel here, we cannot thank you enough. Stay tuned within the next 2 weeks. Everything should be falling in place. You can actually even now, if you want, I'm not sure how many t-shirts we have, but if anybody wants a t-shirt, you can actually start contacting us with sizes and colors. Well, I should actually check what colors I have first, and we can actually start even getting some of those ready even ahead of time. So we do like
It's
helping
not
people.
letting me share this.
I don't know.
Look.
So, Abby, are we ready to say take care, everyone? See you next time. Cactus, thank you. Linda, thank you. Sparky, from the bottom of our heart, thank you. Michael, if you're still on, thank you, thank you, thank you. We can't wait to get to know you too, Sparky. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. As soon as Abby clicks off here, we'll do our little buys. And
All right. Close
okay,
enough.
guys. So thank you again. With that being said, we're going to say we'll see you again next time. We hope to have one out soon and a date for you. And we're going to give you our heart and say we'll see you next time, and stay spooky, my friends.
Yes. We'll see you guys.
Stay spooky. I do have a coffee.